You're welcome to the Policy Council. This week I have a special guest, Her Excellency the Deputy Governor of Lagos State. Together we're going to talk about the role of the Deputy Governor, poverty alleviation and women affairs, which my guest seems to have a passion for, and other issues concerning governance in Lagos State. I'm sure it will be an enjoyable program. Stay with us. We're on the Policy Council, and my esteemed guest is the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Her Excellency Mrs. Adejoke Orelope Adefulere. You're welcome, ma'am. The last time I met you on TV, it was during the Deputy Governorship debates under the auspices of Silverbird. But out of those who interviewed or spoke with you, you're the one who became the Deputy Governor. How has it been?
Very, very interesting, and I must say very, very challenging. When we talk about the Lagos State as a state, looking at the population and being the commercial nerve center of the country, then government of Lagos State, the governor and the deputy, it's like working for 10 states put together, and it's very tough. And because of the fact that the electorate that voted us in believed in us, and their expectation is so high, and they believe that we can do it, and we need to do more. So it's very, very interesting when you have the cooperation of your people, and they encourage you to do more, then become interesting. And when the expectation is so high, and also there's no resources to meet the yearning of the people, then becomes more challenging.
Talking about high expectations, Your Excellency, I've had a few people say it's like the BRF second term, they're slowing down, and I've had it a few times. What would you say to that?
I have to tell you the truth and the fact. I worked with BRF the first time, and I'm working with them second time. We are not slowing down. We are doing more than what we did in the first time.
I know that.
And what people don't see us doing, the fact that we are not on the street. You recall that when we came in during the first time, we told the local government, so people see us going around looking at, and what are we doing then? We try to meet with people, look at what they need, do a spot assessment. Imagine some of our commissioner then have not been to Alimosho, Ijeododo, the inner Alimosho, Ijegun, Ijagemo, so we were there. We can see that they needed road. There's need for us to give them bridges, schools, and everything. So we have collected those requests. We are implementing those projects that we have expected. So we have that budget. We now plan for 3 years, short term, medium, and long term. So, and those are the requests. So now we are implementing. And I can tell you that we have hundreds of projects that have been completed that we don't even have time to commission. So we are doing well. We are doing more than what we did last time.
I know that. One of the reasons maybe it's just my analysis, but one of the reasons I think also is that you have much, much larger projects in this term. Yes. Which probably have a longer gestation period than a road that you are going to do in 1 year.
Yes, we've completed some of the major highways. We are going to inner city roads now on road construction. Yeah. And there are some, you can see a light rail project is going on.
That's an example.
It's not a thing you can finish in 12 months or 24 months and all sorts. So we are opening up somewhere. Lekki now is congested. We are moving towards Badagry.
Okay.
We are creating some cities. Small cities. And of course, we are now renovating schools, building more hospitals. You know, the population is getting up every day on a daily basis. People come into Lagos. They would love to live in Lagos because the environment is neat, is clean, and healthy. And
they can get free education for their children.
It's a land of opportunity. So, and people can get what they want. They can, if you are not lazy, you can work in Lagos without being employed by government. So to say that we are slowing down is not correct. It's not very true.
Your Excellency, let's take a short break and we'll come back and talk about poverty alleviation and women development. We'll be right back. We're back on the Policy Council with Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State. Madam, I once sat with you, and a few weeks back, I think, and I found that you had so much passion for poverty alleviation. Where did that passion come from?
When you love community work, so community service, then you derive that passion from that. And I can trace that to the fact that during my early political days, what we were taught then was that you should make a legacy, an impact in the life of others. And that is what politics is all about. Make impact in your community, your immediate community, larger community, and the society at large. I can recall that before I became commissioner, I was in the Electoral Commission when I was attacked in Lagos, Marina to be precise, the popular area boys of Lagos. And when they attacked me, based on the fact that they want to live a life and they couldn't get themselves, and you know the factor responsible for the emergence of area boys or so, I said to myself on that day, I was lucky that I was not harmed. And when I got home, I said to myself, how do we leave these young boys to be wasting away? Where are the parents? Where is the mother? What is the state of their mothers now? Because when you look at them, they are young people, young men. When you have such children wasting away, then what become the future of such children and society at large? Will they continue to create an unfriendly environment for people, or will they continue to create problems to themselves? So I gave many questions without any answer to myself. And what came to my mind was that, what do we do to arrest the situation? Again, no answer. Then I had I was once a member of the House of Assembly in Lagos State. And we normally have a monthly meeting. When I got to that meeting, I told my colleagues, decided to write a letter to the government of Asiwaju during the first term. We wrote, I followed the letter personally because I want to know what the government will do then to those boys, to take them off the street. So as God may have it, less than 2 years after the incident, I was appointed. I forgot that scene. But when I resumed office, 2 months after, that thing came back to my mind. I said, yes, my project, unfinished work. I said to myself. And I recalled my first memo, internal memo, was to the Commissioner for Youth Transport then, on this area boys rehabilitation and empowerment. And again, no headway. I waited for 3 months, I couldn't get any response. And I called my management meeting of my own ministry, called my people, come. What can we do? I have this experience and I want to do something. All of them told me that the aspect I'm talking about doesn't fall within my own ministerial responsibility. I said, what do you mean? He said, no, that we have a ministry for youth and sport and everything. I said, but this is one government. What can we do? Nobody is ready to assist me. Nobody is ready to provide any answer. But that thing kept agitating my mind. And I said, do you mean we can't do anything? And I request from them, my permanent secretary then, go and bring me ministerial responsibility. I need to study it again. There I found girl child education. I said, yes, we can start from here.
Girl child
education. I said, we can start from here. I recall that was what informed the establishment of Functional Center that you can see all around the state of Lagos. We started the first one. Fortunately, as desperate as I was then, I finished the place with my money. Because I was desperate. I said, I want to do something.
And where did you get the land, if I may recall?
My family land. That's, it may interest you to know, it's my family land. So And as God may have it, we were able to invite Asiwaju. We invited him, came for the commission. He said, hey, pardon me, that we are going to do more of this. This is good. That year we finished 5. He said we should do 5 more. Following year we had 10. And that's where we are. And that was towards the end of Asiwaju. And the governor of Lagos State was so passionate about it because he had one in his constituency.
That's the current governor.
Yes. And interestingly, he loved the project. The one we built for in his own local government was one he commissioned as the first project as a governor in Lagos State. So, and the 2 governors, the governor emeritus and the present governor, fell in love with that project, and it's up and running. I'm happy to say that initially when we started, we were looking at let's have 50% compliance for those who benefited from it to be responsible. But I can tell you that we have 99.9% compliance, and they were doing very well. And that takes me to the issue of the fact that there's no a child that is bad, that is not good, not even one. Then it depends on us, parents, society, government, all stakeholders to join hands together to build a better society.
Your Excellency, on that score, let's take a short break and we'll come back to this issue of building a better society. We'll be right back.
My name is Laide Awoyemi. I dey live for Lagos. You see as our new Lagos just define the go. Good thing good though. To go market now, no hard at all. Just pay. Sit down inside BRT bus. Small time, you don't reach where they go. Hospital call, the full ground. And for me and my pikin where I just born, treatment now free. You look left, you look right. Them they build new roads, new hospitals, new schools, new things everywhere. Everywhere they shine, gone. We thank God though. But come on, I hear saying that this tax money wey they pay, and then they use do all these good things. Me, I they pay my own tax too. Say they pay your own.
Pay your tax. It's your civic responsibility. It's your duty. It's the law.
We're back on the Policy Council. Your Excellency, there are other aspects of the work of your ministry relating to women, maternal violence, maternal mortality, domestic violence. What have you done in those areas?
Well, don't forget that the government of Nigeria is also a signatory to the Convention on CIDA. CIDA is an international organization that deals with women issues. And of course, that led to the establishment of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty. It's Ministry of Women Affairs. Yes. Some states with poverty alleviation, some with social development. So don't let me generalize it. We have in Lagos Women Affairs and Poverty alleviation. Okay? When the essence of that ministry was to provide the enabling environment for women, for gender equality, women emancipation, women development, and women economic empowerment. And of course, to see to the development of our children. So, when the ministry was established, what we are asked to do is to maximally develop our women. And if you develop women, we have succeeded in developing the entire family. Women responsibility is to support our husband, to develop our children, to develop protect and develop our home front, our immediate and extended family, our immediate environment, larger society, and the nation at large. And that's why they call us the mother of the nation. So if a woman was not empowered, so how will you develop your child? And if you have many, your children, how will you support your husband? So we first of all need to let women realize themselves and let them know their core responsibility, which I have outlined now. And in addition, we do spiritual empowerment. We are not trying to open a church or something, or mosque, but then you need to pray for your family, either ways. And that is the spiritual empowerment. And you'll be able to carry your children, teach your children in the way,
The moral.
so that that child can give you rest when you are old and weak. So that spiritual empowerment is also key in the family. So with all this, women realizing themselves that they were created for a purpose. Anyway, when God created us, we were needed. We were needed, he said that we need to support someone, and that's our husband. And of course, to take care of the garden then. And that's what we are doing now. So if a woman is not well empowered and doesn't realize themselves, it's difficult for them to really take that responsibility. It's a natural responsibility. And that speaks to the fact that we have a lot of young boys around, or girls around, roaming about aimlessly because there's nobody there to develop them. I'm going to speak on the maternal mortality. Because if you don't have a mother, it will take the grace of God for you to survive. Because nobody is ready for you. Nobody will take care of you. And
now we marry another wife.
Our daddy will go for another wife. And that woman will now say, I come from my own business. I'm not a nanny. So that it will take the grace of God for you to be able to attain your full potential. And that is why women issue is very, very key. And of course, aside from that, when we let them, when we make them realize themselves, that's the first aspect. We will now provide economic empowerment through vocational training, financial empowerment, of course, medical empowerment, because we do a lot of medical check on them. Because if I want to take care of you, I must be well.
Of course.
If I have to take care of my children, I have to be well, to be available for them. If I have to support my husband, I must be well. And don't forget that women, we forget ourselves in the process of taking care of our husband and the children. So if you are not well, we won't have the strength to take care of others. So, and that is why medical checkup, routine check is one of our programs in Lagos State for women, through the Ministry of Women Affairs.
Okay. Let's talk about the Lagos State Microfinance Institution, which is also under your ministry.
Yes. That one falls under poverty alleviation.
Okay. How has it been? Has it been effective?
Very, very effective. Of course, let me start from the economic empowerment of Lagosian. We focus more on women because we say women activity will extend to the family. Okay? Then we do a lot of vocational training to learn, to teach our women how to use their hands. Okay? Gone are the days when we have in Lagos housewife, and no housewife in Lagos. It may be in other states, but not in Lagos. You must do something to assist your husband. Because men alone cannot do, they carry out the economic responsibility or financial responsibility of the family. If you have to pay for rent, pay for school fees, or thank for the government of Lagos that is providing free education, you have to feed your family. You have to fuel your vehicle. You have to do this and do that. I think the man will be weak. So we want our women to also be productive. If only you can provide food for your family, it's enough.
Okay.
And you'll be able to assist your child to go to school. Going to school, you must prepare that child, get her uniform, and send her to school. If only you can do that too, to assist your husband, it's okay. But when you say I'm a housewife, I can't provide anything for the family, and there will be a day that it also speaks to the level of domestic violence we have in the country. If I have to wait for my husband till when he comes back from work before I can get money to go and cook, I'm sure if the man doesn't come well from work, coupled with the traffic situation and everything, what I will get is a slap. And that is the domestic violence. But imagine when my husband comes from work, the food is ready. No matter how poor the food is ready, and children have gone to bed, they have taken their meal and gone to bed. And welcome your husband, put the food on the table, the man will just pray for you. That I didn't put money down when I was going to work, and there's food. And that's why we say every woman must be productive. Have economic empowerment so that you'll be bold and be confident.
Okay. Let me ask you my final question. We have this debate about the role of deputy governors. Some say it's a spare tire. Some say it works at the governor's leisure or pleasure. How's your own experience been?
Well, let me say that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has created the office of the deputy governor. And the role of the deputy governor is also specified to say that, okay, aside from being the chairman of boundary committee, any other role assigned to you by the governor. So no clear assignment aside from that. And well, if a governor is very, very intelligent, that those ones that we have in Lagos State, the ones we have in Lagos State, will give you assignment to do now. Don't forget that it is the right of the government that was extended to the commissioners. Exactly. He may decide not to have the commissioner. He may not. So because he cannot work alone, he had to assign some responsibility to the commissioners, and by and large, assign to the deputy governor. But I'm sure that some of the deputy governors in Nigeria are very busy. I'm very busy because I know in Lagos State before this government, it's also the same way. And again, this way. Because when governor go left, I mean right. So you go back, go front. So those are the responsibilities. So
there's so much to do.
It's happy delegating. Yeah. It's very happy delegating roles and responsibility because we know Lagos now. We want the best, and of course, like I said, the expectation is high. And there is one man. No man can do 4 work together. So, but then there are some. I think the governor in Lagos is very fair. And just because hardly you not have one thing to do, and very, very. And
flexible. Indeed, you have a specific ministry.
I have ministry that I oversee, and I have other assignments that I do. And times I'm overwhelmed with it. You can see me.
Such as today.
You can see me that.
In which we had to drag you from.
But if you are given assignment and you are doing it well, then your government will be free to give you work. But if you are not diligent to do the work, then, because we can't blame the governor who doesn't give you assignment or role to do, but depend on you. If you want to make yourself a spare tire, then don't be it.
So be it. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
If you want to make yourself useful, then so be it. Then depend on the deputy governor too. So your
performance influences the outcome. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. It's been a pleasure having you on the Policy Council.
My name is Onye Mike Nzago. I live in Lagos where things are getting better every day.
Our school has just been renovated.
And they give us free notebooks too. Going to school is easier and safer for students like me because I can cross the highway using the footbridge. And I use the BRT bus, which is fast, convenient and free for students like me. I enjoy looking at the beautiful streets on my way to school. And the many street signs tell me where exactly I am. When I get to Basic 12, the government will pay the fees for my GCE and NECO examinations. I am happy. My mom and dad says all these good things are happening because they pay their taxes. I hope to pay my taxes when I grow up and start working. Have you paid your tax?
Pay your tax. It's your civic responsibility. It's your duty. It's the law.
It's been a fantastic discussion from my point of view. We've had the impact again that policy can make in alleviating poverty, in giving capacity to women and youths, in giving people skills for entrepreneurship, for all sorts of small businesses, in providing loans to the poor through microfinance. And overall, we've learned that the deputy governor does not have to be a spare tire. Thank you very much for watching the Policy Council. We'll see you next time.